pumpkin spice, Oreo balls and bars. These are such a cute party snack to have, and they taste so good. There's multiple shapes you can do these in. Let's get started. I remove 6 Oreos, 3 for one type of bar, and the other 3 to taste test. Crush those up well, then add 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. Blend again. Next, add 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Then blend again. It usually comes off of the sides and holds together pretty well. Next, I'm pouring all the filling onto a sheet pan. For me, I'm using half for bars and half for the pumpkin balls. You can use many different things to shape them in the bars. You can just use your hands if you're not too worried about how neat they look. I'm just cutting the uneven edges off of my filling for the bars and adding it to the filling for my pumpkin balls. I'm cutting the 3 Oreos I set aside in half. I'm adding those to the top of some of the bars. Then I'm cutting these into the shape I prefer before I put them in the freezer for a minimum of 30 minutes. For the balls, it's pretty simple. You just roll them up. I made a slight indentation and broke a pretzel stick in half to use for the pumpkin stem. There's many other things you could use for the stem as well. It could be a type of candy or a type of chocolate, or you can just do it without a stem. So after these have been in the freezer at least 30 minutes, I kind of loosen them up from the bottom of the pan. You could also use parchment paper. I think that might help more. I strongly recommend working in batches, so keep most of these in the freezer and do a few at a time. Once they soften, it leaves the filling pieces in the white chocolate coating. For the white chocolate coating, I take a tablespoon of oil. I used coconut oil. Then I add 1 cup of white chocolate chips and I melt on a low temperature or it will burn very easily. So depending on what shape you chose and how thick of a filling you have, these toothpicks don't work as well. If it's thin, I liked using the fork method better. For the first few, I was just doing plain white chocolate coating. Then I did some with orange food coloring added. You can use as much coloring as you would like. I chose to just use a little bit. I've made a couple other Oreo bar videos. I really love the ratio of filling to chocolate on the outside. I can link those in the description. I also added a little more orange to some of them. I'm not sure how long this flavor of Oreo will be in stores. It got difficult to find very quickly in my area, so hurry and give these a try. After dipping, keep refrigerated. You could also just get the golden Oreo and add pumpkin flavoring, maybe some pumpkin puree even. Adding a puree will make the filling more runny, so if you add it, I would reduce the cream cheese or add more cookie or powdered sugar to thicken the filling. Let me know if you tried these. You can even add sprinkles or chocolate chips to the outside of the pumpkin to make a face while the chocolate is still wet. Make sure you subscribe. And what Oreo flavor should I do next? Please check out the deals that I have for you in the description. Thank you for watching.